guys, I'm live on my front porch. How you guys doing? Um, I want to just clarify something about the announcement I made. Our new band name is Blunderful, BLUNDERFULL. Yeah, but it's the same band I made at the party. It's nobody new personnel wise. The same people are in the band. I just changed the name. I wanted to make that clear because I didn't get a new band and call it Blunderful. It's the same band I had met at the party, just changing the name to Blunderful. So, and I think Blunderful is a perfect name because what happened was I was thinking of all these names I could make it, and all these official sounding names and names that I had to think really hard to think of. And then I thought, but what do I call it in the meantime while I'm putting stuff on my channel so I can call it something other than JRW, which is my initials. And I thought, well, this is called Blunderful. That wasn't even intended for the band. It was just a makeshift name just to carry me through till the band gets together and plays. And I thought, that's it. That's what we'll call ourselves, Blunderful. Like one of our albums can be called The Seven Blunders of the World. A lot of plays on words there. Wonders and blunder. No, wonders and blundering. Yeah, something like that. All kinds of all kinds of phrases can be made out of that word. And it's even a made up word, I think. I don't even think it's a word technically by Google. So, don't anybody that tries to make it up or take their name from us. First of all, it's obvious from history that I thought of it. So there's that. Secondly, who would want to call themselves Blunderful unless they were ready to make some mistakes and were okay with that? Most bands don't have that attitude. They go into it thinking, well, we're going to kick ass. Well, I'm going in with the opposite approach. We're going to blunder everything, but let's play anyway. Everybody says I butcher all the tracks I play, so let's just call it Blunderful. Full of blunders. Works for me. If we fail at blundering, we'll do good. If we do bad, we succeeded at blundering. So it's all good. So to Bo and the drummer and the electric guitar player singer. I think his name is think here. Make sure I get it right here. Is it come on, Jimmie, what's his name? Noah. It's hard to think of a name like that. It makes you think of the Bible, and I don't think of sometimes I think of the Bible, but not just not in a negative way. I mean, just not in a positive way. Noah, the rhythm guitarist singer, Bo, the girl singer, and then we have a drummer. So we have 4 people. Do we need a bass player? Probably, but I might have met a bass player at the party. I'm not really sure. If I did, forgive me for not remembering it exactly. Someone might have said they played, but anyway, we got that's our band. And then I called the moderator, and he reminded me of how important it is for bands to have producers and all that, managers and stuff. So I said, hey, moderator, why don't you be our producer / manager / producer / manager / producer? No, producer / manager. And he said, sure, if he has the time, we work it in. So the matter is going to be our producer and manager and engineer and all that. And the band is going to be called Blunderful. Blunderful is a cool name. It lets down all the pretensions and we're going to be great. It just gives you a double breath and double take, and you just go, oh, well, let's just play then. I think it's a good vibe, that name. I mean, the name Led Zeppelin came from a similar situation. Jeff Beck or something. I didn't like Jeff Beck in history. I don't like what he said about Jimi Hendrix, and he's kind of a dick to me. Not to me personally, but I don't like him. But he said something like, your band's going to bomb like a Led Zeppelin or something. And they said, that's it. Call it Led Zeppelin. That came from the idea that they were going to bomb. Nothing about we're going to be great. Well, Blunderful. So I can't wait for our first practice. I did learn Bohemian Rhapsody. I can always learn it better. That's one of the songs we're going to start with as a band. And we needed that. We needed an original name, and we needed a name. We needed a name that's not taken and not. And I'm marking my words that this is November 7th, and I made this name on this is November 7th, 2025, and I made the name Blunderful 2 nights ago. I made it on I think it was November 5th that I thought of it. Make sure that that's correct. Yeah, I thought of it. Make sure of that. Yeah, it was Wednesday, November 5th, 2025 that I thought of the name. So it's our name, and it's too weird for most people to even take, but I like it. So I hope you guys in the band like it. Hope you like it, Bo. Hope you like it, Noah. And and I heard an updates on the party situation. Jack told me there's not gonna be parties for a while because of the season we're in, but when New Year's Eve starts coming, there'll be a bunch, or at least there'll be some. He said, there'll be some parties, when you get toward New Year's. So I dig it. It gives me time to rest and contemplate and work on more songs. Not to ramble and not to go on about things, but I'm really doing better, I think, at doing songs. I don't know, maybe who knows if I'm right, but I'm enjoying it more. I'm getting more into the feel of the song. I'm not just I'm learning the songs quicker and quicker. I'm not having to have as much problem with the lyrics, even though I do forget once in a while to forget some lyrics. But I'm okay. I just go on, and I'm just becoming comfortable, as a musician, as an artist. I actually don't think I have that bad of a voice, and I'm getting more into the motion of playing as well. I'm starting to not just want to shred during my lead, even though I do want to show that I can play every time, or not a lot of the time. But I want to make the lead expressive. I want to make the lead have a feeling and emotion to match the song and make the audience feel something. It's not just play a bunch of notes, So attitude. The Matter just sent me a beautiful thing for TikTok about Miles Davis. He said, anybody can play. The notes is only 20% of it. The other 80% is the attitude that the motherfucker playing it brings to the table or something. It's the attitude you play it with, and the conviction you play it with, and the emotion and spirit you play it with that counts, not just the notes and how fast they are. So I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.